Well, I remember. So when I had my rookie party, which is the party that you kind of get out of the way. So it's a rookie party, and basically you basically take the team out
Yeah.
for dinner. So I remember showing Pasi Nurminen, who was a Finnish goalie. It was his and I rookie party. So we ended up going to Montreal at Los Chavats.
That's a good city to do your rookie party in.
Oh yeah. So I remember sitting down at the table, and I was sitting there, and everybody kept on saying, they're like, "Hey, as long as they don't order the beluga whale caviar, I think you guys should be fine." So sure enough, I'm like, "Oh my God, what's that? Did they order?" They're like, "No, that's not the beluga whale caviar, but the other side of the table is." I'm like, "Oh God, it's like a $10,000
dish or whatever,
container. It's fish eggs.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I know what caviar is, but it's an expensive dish, is what you're saying.
Oh, crazy. So it's funny. Well, the dinner was about $40,000, but luckily it was just Pasi Nurminen and myself had to pay $5,000 each, and then Kovalchuk and Heatley ended up taking down the rest because of their big contracts. But yeah, I have the plate from there, and the beluga whale caviar container too, the metal container. I still have it. Everybody sign it.
You were on a two-way contract at that time too, weren't you?
I was on a two-way contract. Yep.
That is a hefty bill for a rookie.
It was a two-way contract. That was the year I played 40 games. Okay. So I had a pretty good run, and then Hartley came in, which it's funny. He was all about tall defenseman. Even though I was player of the game out of those 40 games, I was probably player of the game about 4 or 5 times.
That's great.
I was partnered with Andy Sutton. Mm-hmm. So it was he ended up keeping Exelby and pulling up Exelby and sending me down. And then after that, I didn't get a shot till the next year. I came up for 1 game. And then after that, I was released from my contract, which was awesome because it really set up the rest of my career.
What was playing Atlanta like? Like, I know it's not really, to me at least, it's not really the most ideal hockey city in the world. Like, what do you think of your experience there?
It was special to me because it was my first team, but yeah, like it was embarrassing how bad it was. They had a 10 o'clock games sometimes that they would have. It was a school day. So basically they had a whole bunch of these schools come in. So
like 10 a.m. You're saying.
It was pretty crazy. The first and second period, everybody screaming, yelling. It was pretty electric. But the third period we come out and all the kids go back to school. So there might have been 5 people in the stands. So yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. Obviously, the NHL, looking at it now, it probably wasn't the best place to put an NHL team, but they learned from it and they ended up moving it. So Winnipeg, which that's a pretty big.
That's a huge hockey city, man.
Yeah.
You ever watch a playoff game? Like, just on TV, that they white out the stands in Winnipeg, and the fans are nuts there.
Yeah. The only thing they probably wish they had was a bigger rink because that only holds, I think it's like 13,000.
I think it's one of the smallest in the NHL, you're right.
Yeah.